How's it going, folks? In this video, I'm going to talk about non-binary identity from a sociolinguistic perspective. Sociolinguistics is built on two theoretical principles. First, language has variation built into it. This variation includes what you say or don't say and how you say it. Second, people strategically use this variation to communicate things, such as their emotional states, their relationship to others, and their identities. For this video, I'm asking the question, how do non-binary people communicate their gender through their voice? As a non-binary linguist myself, I am personally invested in this topic. Non-binary sociolinguistics is not yet a well-defined field, but I found 3 papers that study the voices of non-binary people. The non-binary people in these studies combined masculine-sounding features with feminine-sounding features to create androgynous voices. I'm going to focus on Gratton's study. Gratton is currently a graduate student at Stanford University pursuing a doctorate in linguistics. This study examines the verb suffix ing. Remember how I said that language has built-in variation? Well, ing has 2 common variants, ing and in, as in I'm walking and I'm walking. People can communicate their gender through the way that they say ing. Women more often use the standard ing, while men more often use the casual in. How do non-binary people say ing? Gratton recorded conversations with 2 non-binary people named Casey and Flynn and counted their uses of each ing variant. Gratton found that in non-queer situations, including a public cafe, Casey and Flynn used a strategy of distancing. That is, they used the ing variant which distanced them from their gender assigned at birth. Non-binary people will often distance themselves from their gender assigned at birth to avoid being misgendered. Misgendering is especially common in non-queer spaces, where many people incorrectly assume or intentionally disregard the genders of non-binary people. Let's look at the other half of the graph. In queer-friendly situations, such as hanging out with friends in private, this distancing effect was lessened. Casey and Flynn alternated between ing and in, using each about half of the time. Their friends accept that Casey and Flynn are not their genders assigned at birth, so Casey and Flynn can use more androgynous voices without the fear of being misgendered. So we see that for Casey and Flynn, the way they communicate their non-binary gender through their voice depends on the social context. Gratton concludes, despite their desire to create a non-binary system, these individuals inevitably re-establish a binary within their community by utilizing variants which oppose their respective genders assigned at birth. This is unavoidable, as the gender binary is so firmly ingrained in society that they have no choice but to somehow reflect it in their gender creation. I disagree with this analysis. I think that reacting to a gender binary is not the same as re-establishing that binary. Casey and Flynn acknowledge that the majority of strangers are going to see them in a binary way, and they are using their voices to disrupt these incorrect assumptions. We can compare this to kintsugi. Kintsugi is a Japanese form of pottery repair, where the broken pottery is reassembled with gold in the cracks. Non-binary people are raised in a broken binary system, and one way to survive this is to recycle the pieces in creative ways. Like a mosaic, Casey and Flynn rearrange the broken pieces to create something new. Furthermore, I disagree with Gratton's pessimistic view that the binary is so deeply ingrained that it is impossible to overcome. We see that in queer-friendly spaces, Casey and Flynn act in a less binary manner, switching between ing and in. This suggests that we can overcome binaries by creating spaces where non-binary people are accepted and do not have to constantly prove their gender. While I disagree with Gratton's final conclusion, Gratton's paper makes a valuable contribution to non-binary sociolinguistics. In the future, more non-binary people will enter academia, and the field of non-binary linguistics will grow. A special thanks to my sister, Dawn, who made the animations in this video. Thanks for watching.